Hello and welcome to my tutorial for using iStudio. iStudio is a graphic design tool that can be used for creating posters, flyers, newsletters, business cards, and several other documents that require graphic design features. I'm going to show you how to create a flyer from a blank document using iStudio. There are templates available at iStudio.com, which I'll be showing you how to easily access in a bit. Let's get started. Click on the iStudio icon to open the application. This is an overview. You can skip this or look through it at your leisure. Now, as you can see, there's an option for templates. This will take you to iStudio.com, and you'll see several templates to choose from. However, for the purpose of this tutorial, we'll be creating our document from new. So select Create New. You will then see the page setup screen. Its default is portrait, but you can change to landscape simply by clicking Change. We will keep the setting as is for this tutorial. You can also change the number of pages, but again for this tutorial we'll keep it as is. Select Create to get started. I'm going to maximize my screen. You will notice several tools and functions. This separate window is the Inspector Tools function. This is where you edit characters or characteristics of items you have placed in your document. To the left is the Toolkit, Shape Library, which includes polygons and curved shapes, lines, arrows, stars, callouts, and miscellaneous. Let's start with a shape for our background. I'm going to select the rectangle. I like to keep it the same size as the grid, so I'm going to drag my shape until I have the desired size. To edit the shape, we need to use the Fill Inspector tool. So again, these are our inspector tools, and I'm going to select Fill. I like to close any extra inspector tools that I don't need. Here you can change whether you'd like it as a solid color or a gradient color. So this is a solid color or gradient. I like gradient. It adds some extra depth, and you can have an additional color added to it, and you can adjust the opacity. You can change whether you'd like the gradient linear or radial. So currently it's linear. This is what it would look like radial. I'm going to go back to linear, and you can also adjust where do you want the color radiating from. And you can add shadow to our shape. I'm going to close out the fill because I don't like having extra boxes open. And I'm going to select shadow. I'm going to check the shadow box. And here you can change the color of the shadow. Currently it's black. I think I would like it to be a soft pink. You can offset the shadow. You can blur the shadow. You can add opacity to your shadow. Now let's add some text. Over here in the toolkit, select the text box tool. I'm going to drag my cursor to the desired size. And now to add text, I'm going to make sure the text tool is highlighted, and I'm going to add text. As you can see, it is plain text. Don't worry, the inspector tools will be used to format our text. So to edit the text, highlight the text and select the inspector tool character. I'm going to close out that extra tool, and I'm going to select character. Here you can adjust the font, size, effects, color, opacity, You can even add shadow. So I'm going to change my font by selecting Font and go down to the desired font I would like. And I'm going to adjust the size. And color. And then I'll add some shadow by selecting the shadow box. I'm going to change the color of my shadow. And I'm going to offset my shadow just a little bit. I'm going to change where that shadow is coming from using this tool here. Okay, now I'm going to add another text box. Again, selecting the text box tool, I'm dragging my text box to the desired size and location. And to add the actual text, I'm making sure the text tool is highlighted. And now I can add my text. And again, to edit the text, I'm going to highlight, make sure I'm in character, and I'm going to change my font, the size, the color, and I'll add some shadow. Okay, now to add an image, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to select Insert, Image. Choose an image from a file on your computer. I like to have one on my desktop and ready to go. Select it. And you can change the size and location by simply dragging or going to the corners and pulling. There's extra editing features if you select the inspector tool and select Image. And here you can flip. You can change the opacity, whatever you would like. Okay, so now I'm going to add some really quick details. I think I'll add some lines. I'm going to select the swirling tool and I simply just drag. And if I want to adjust, oops, I made a mistake. I'm just going to simply undo. If I want to adjust this line, I can simply come over here to my inspector tools, select line. I can change the color. I can change the line type. I can change its width. Okay, and now all we need to do is save. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to select File, Save Document As. I'm going to name my document and select Save. Once it is saved, it's always best to convert it to a PDF since most people can easily view PDFs rather than the iStudio file format. To save as a PDF, go to File, Export Document as PDF, and then save again. And that is how to use iStudio. Play around with it on your own and see what you can create. The possibilities are endless. Thanks for watching.